I'm Dr. Preetika, neurologist, neurosurgeon, brain health coach and life coach. In this episode, we are going to talk about the ABCDE technique of Dr. Selggimen. It is a technique which you can utilize to alter the way you respond or react to negative situations in your life. Now, A stands for adversity. The boss has yelled at you, you're really upset, you feel all the colleagues have seen your boss yelling at you, and it's going to really reflect very badly in your life. B is the belief. So what does this trigger? Straight away it brings a thought to your mind. And this thought is telling you, the boss hates me, everyone in the office is going to think I'm a jerk or I'm incompetent. Now C is the consequence. Now that belief that your thoughts brought in leads to an emotion which you feel is a consequence of this negative experience. So you think that life is not worth carrying on. You want to quit the job. You feel that you can't go to the office anymore. You're going to be a laughing stock in front of the colleagues. And so you fear those consequences. D is called disputation, where your higher cortex, the prefrontal cortex, is able to analyze the situation and tells you, look here, just because the boss yelled at you today, it does not mean that he hates you. The same boss has appreciated you earlier, has even recommended you for a promotion. Your colleagues, whom you think are looking at you in a very bad way now because they watched you being yelled at by the boss and that they may presumably think you're incompetent. But these same colleagues have been very supportive in the past. So in disputation, you analyze the situation and you give it a pro and a con, and you look at it in a more broad sense. The last E is for energization. Now, energization makes you understand, after this analysis, you say, yes, I feel bad the boss yelled at me. But I know now that this is not a permanent thing. And it doesn't mean that the boss hates me. My life is not over. I can still go back to the office. My colleagues will still be supportive of me. And I will work on making a change so that I don't repeat this negative behavior. And I'm feeling much better now that I've analyzed it and found a pro and a con for it. Now, when we start applying this Selggimen's ABCDE technique to every single negative experience in our life, you'll find that the way you perceive life itself changes. And you also become very optimistic. You become much more optimistic. So, in conclusion, A is the negative thought. B is your own thought process about that negative thought or experience. C is the way you feel. D is the explanation you give and the way you can alter this state of that uneasiness that you're feeling. And E is resetting the consequences in such a way that you understand that it is something that is temporary and can be dealt with. So I hope this was useful and wish you all the best to be able to use this technique whenever you get into a negative experience or a negative thought. This is Dr. Preetika. I will see you again in the next episode. From Creative Karma, be your best with Dr. Preetika.